The neighborhood bargain bin is really something, huh? Check out the neighborhood bargain bin. Check out Botafogo's bargain bin. Who wants a bargain bin option? What's going on, my friends? Earlier, the news came out that Botafogo was contacted by Danilo's staff. Look at the opportunity, man. He looked for it, waited for the contact. The contact came. Yeah, my friends, things are happening. I just hope Flamengo doesn't let someone else sign Danilo. This is the time for Flamengo to take advantage. There's Danilo, there's Montoro. There are options there. I even asked the guys here, who do they prefer if they had to sign someone? Who would they rather sign from Chororo's bargain bin, from the neighborhood bargain bin? Look, it's unbelievable. Botafogo got a new transfer ban, okay? So it's real, okay? There's no funny business, no made-up story. Botafogo, this is the news right now, okay? Just a few minutes ago. Look, Botafogo is facing a new transfer ban, my friends. That's exactly what you're seeing, okay? That? They're forbidden from registering players. They can't sign anyone. The FIFA website already shows a new transfer ban for Botafogo. The club is already punished and can't register new players for the next 3 transfer windows. So it's one debt on top of another. Terrible situation. Oh, but you're making fun of them. Am I? I'm not mocking them. It's because it was too much irresponsibility for a club to win 2 championships, the Brazilian Championship and Libertadores, unlike Flamengo and Palmeiras. But winning based on SAF and not paying anyone, that's a dirty trick. That's absurd, okay? That? And the fans are laughing a lot here. Man, on the TNT Sports Post, the fans are laughing like crazy. Man, Botafogo is going to provide a lot of entertainment until the end of the year. That being said, they're going to play in Serie B pretty soon. Man, but they're still on life support with the team they put together without paying anyone, right? Because, come on, it's one transfer ban after another. So we have to imagine that, look, guys, look, it's a neighborhood. It's a neighborhood. It's a neighborhood. It's a neighborhood. Botafogo. A lot of the comments are saying it's a neighborhood. Look, people keep posting Danilo, Danilo, Danilo. That's one more in a little bit. He's going to request a song on Fantastico. Flamengo's life is to keep an eye on Botafogo and Palmeiras. And those guys get pissed off, man, really pissed off. Then they come and say we're meddling in their business. Man, you guys, Palmeiras is the king of relegation, right? No Club World Cup. Botafogo is always embarrassing themselves. Then they don't want to be made fun of. Come on. Come on, seriously? Yeah, come play for Flamengo, Danilo, Danilo and Montoro. A lot of people want Danilo and Montoro. Come on, Flamengo, wake up. Let's sign them. Danilo and Montoro. Soon, Texo will put Botafogo up for sale in a supermarket flyer because it had to be published there. That's just how it is, right? From the agreement there with the SAF issue, when you have to negotiate, it's like an official gazette. But it came out in the newspaper there that Botafogo was being the traditional club of Brazil for sale. Yeah. Oh, look, they're upset that the Mulambos are very happy about the Botafogo news. I'm very happy. Especially this kind of news, right? It was just close but no trophy. Just close but no trophy. My nose is stuffed from so many trophies. It was just close but no trophy, right? Yeah. We can't recruit locals since they've played over 7 games in the Brazilian league and can only join later. So it's for next year. Okay, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity. You have to push Danilo's agents, telling them, hey, go talk to Danilo, okay? That's for the future, my friends. It's all good. It's all good. It's looking good, okay? Guys, very good. And I wanted to talk here about Flamengo playing the best soccer in the Brazilian Championship. Flamengo is playing the best soccer in the Brazilian Championship. And it wasn't just me who said it. No, Risa Simplicio, look, just listen to what she said.
She said that Fluminense, we've said here a few times that Fluminense played the best soccer in Brazil, but only over a recent stretch. Now, in these last 2 weeks, in these last games, we can already say that Flamengo today, at this moment, plays the best soccer in Brazil. Leonardo Jardim's work is clearly evolving. We can see a lot of concepts, a lot of things that he has been working on. In this team, we can see it on the field. He changed a lot of things compared to Felipe Luis's team. We didn't mention it here, but in the last game, Samuel Lino was asked about the difference because with Leonardo Jardim, he's been playing better than with Felipe Luis. And he talked about Leonardo Jardim's playing style enhancing his game, although yesterday, in my opinion, he didn't play that well. But he did well. He's still an inconsistent player, but he's been showing improvement and has been a very active player. He talked about that, and we can really see the concepts that Leonardo Jardim has implemented in this Flamengo team already evident on the field, with the team looking more balanced.
Perfect, perfect. And not just Raiza, but all of us agree that Flamengo is playing the best soccer in Brazil. And at this moment, I noticed the following. That's the impression I get, okay? It's that Palmeiras can't afford to drop points, especially at home. They just can't. They do everything, the referees do everything to benefit them, especially towards the end of the game. That penalty that was canceled at the 40th minute, oh, but the player held the other guy's arm. No. Both of them come together there holding each other, one pulling the other, and man, the referee's decision has to stand. If the referee saw it, the referee is close to the play. He saw it, and the camera angle is inconclusive. So why change the decision on the field? The decision on the field has to stand. And that's what we agreed on at Placa, that the decision on the field has to stand. It's that simple, okay? We know that a lot is happening, a lot of games, a lot of mistakes happening in the games, but it's impressive. Because when the mistakes favor Palmeiras, there seem to be a lot of them. It's an absurd streak, even in the Libertadores. It's an absurd streak. Palmeiras always seems to get the benefit of the doubt, and the decision ends up going their way. Impressive. That's a lot. Is it just coincidence? But it's a lot. There are so many repeated situations, right? This can't keep happening. Look, we also have something here it's important for us to mention. Look at what Odair Hellman, the coach of Atlético Paranaense, said. An important statement from Odair Hellman. It seems that if you send off a Palmeiras player, it's just too painful. So you have to want to control the match. That's not why we lost. But after that, the game got choppy. In other words, he's saying that after the referee sent off the Palmeiras player, he started breaking up the game to disrupt Atlético Paranaense, so Atlético Paranaense couldn't tie the match. And we've seen a lot of criticism, especially towards journalists who keep defending that everything is normal, or even using, for example, the term, they made fun of Arrascaeta, saying it's Arrascaeta's little flop, in this case, a penalty a la Arrascaeta. Guys, every team has players who obviously try to draw a penalty, but that's very normal. But then they're always trying to single out Flamengo and Flamengo's players. It's always like that. And I really like that Mauro Cesar also responded to those people in kind. We'll also take this opportunity to talk about the Lucas Paquetá situation, right? Fernando Campos from Kaze TV said the following. Social media and some people in the press have been downplaying Paquetá ever since he signed to return to Flamengo. And this discrediting, this hatred being spread only has one explanation, club bias. Perfect. Paquetá has always been a World Cup player. Paquetá was a starter for the Brazilian national team in the 2022 World Cup, even giving an assist to Neymar, or was it against Croatia, right? So it's bias, it's hate. These criticisms of Paquetá come from hate. Just like the criticism of Neymar comes from hate. It's a political issue, okay? Everything's mixed together. Lucas Paquetá, just so you have an idea, has been the best player in Serie A since Leonardo Jardim arrived. Guys, Lucas Paquetá's numbers are impressive. For those who said he wouldn't make it and that he was too expensive, look at him now. Yeah. And he keeps getting praised over there on the pages of the SRAN folks, his previous club. That's 11 games, 8 as a starter, 4 goals, 19 shots, 9 on target, 87% pass accuracy, 78% accuracy on long passes, 65% efficiency in duels, and 73% success rate in dribbles. 17 tackles, 26 fouls drawn. SofaScore rating average 7.59 in these 11 games. So Paquetá with impressive numbers. We also também, there's another situation here involving refereeing, and there's refereeing. And you know that I don't agree with Chukak Furi. It's rare for me to agree with Chukak Furi, but this time he once again made an interesting comment. There's a theory that I know is far from being unanimous, but if I were on the STJD, I would annul the yellow card given yesterday to the Arrascaeta after the beautiful tribute he paid to Oscar Schmidt. It's absurd that petty rules leave no room for moments when you simply set the rule aside. You make an exception and show solidarity, joining in the tribute. It's absurd for someone to be punished for paying the tribute Arrascaeta paid to a national sports idol. It was really a shame what they did to Lucas Paquetá. Friends, look, I want to bring here Junior Capacete, the idol Junior. Man, he's talking about Arrascaeta's situation, about the yellow card the referee gave. Paulo Cesar Oliveira, the referee analyst from Globo, said it's the rule that nothing can be done. And we've already seen situations, even over in Congo and such, where the referee didn't give a yellow card because it was a tribute to the player's brother, I don't know, who had passed away. Well, I don't remember exactly, but it's happened several times where the referee understood it was a tribute and in his own judgment decided not to give the yellow card. You make an exception to the rule. And Maestro Junior said the following: the referee gave a yellow card to Arrascaeta. Of course, there is a rule, there is a law. He took off his shirt, but it's a completely different situation. Maybe a little more sensitivity at that moment could have been shown too. Junior was spot on. There should have been a little more sensitivity. There should have been greater sensitivity, you know, because it's a beautiful tribute to a national and international icon, a global sports icon. There was no reason to give the yellow card, even if it's the rule. So I think that yellow card could have been avoided. Tá? People here say if he keeps improving, Everton Araujo could be Brazil's future defensive midfielder. The folks from Coluna do Fla here are saying that Everton Araujo will be the Brazilian national team's future holding midfielder. He's really playing well. Yesterday, that episode happened, the one we talked about here, right? Exactly about a fan wanting to take a picture with the player, with the players there. He thought it was for him, tried to take the picture, but the fan pushed him. No, it wasn't for you. It wasn't for Rossi. It got really awkward. So we launched the campaign. People are getting involved. It's blowing up. I want a picture with Everton Araujo. Tá? And look, I have some important news about Jorginho. He's training on the field, close to returning, and he himself confirms it. The Italo-Brazilian is close. His return will be a key boost for Flamengo. Jorginho trained on the field at CT Ninho do Urubu this Monday, and he's close to returning to the pitch. The expectation is that he'll only return on Sunday the 26th for the match against Atlético Mineiro at Arena MRV. That means he'll still be out against Vitória, but he could be back for that one. And at an important moment, since we had Lucas Paquetá with edema, and he'll be out for 2 games. And then you have the return of Saul and Jorginho. So Flamengo, thank God, is having this rotation, even with injured players in that area. So Jorginho is very important, you see. Thank God, my brother. Thank God Jorginho is back to training. Yeah. So this Monday, he's wearing jersey number 21. It's also worth mentioning that coach Leonardo Jardim will still have 2 more training sessions before Thursday's match. But it's likely that he'll only return against Atletico Mineiro when Flamengo would be without Paquetá. So what about Jorginho's return? It's the same level or even higher, man. It's top level, right? Jorginho or Paquetá, it's really tough for me to watch, right? My friends, it's amazing, amazing. We had Jorginho's jump here, man. The page about Jorginho's jump. He said he's about to come back. He even reacted there to Emma Show's jump, and then he made this announcement. Check it out. He says,
guys, I'm almost back. I'll be back soon. And I'm getting the videos. I'm still watching, still sending them. And let's check out the one from Emma Show.
Emma Show, he said, hey guys, I'm coming back. I'm almost back. So it matches the information that he's really returning. Let's check it out.
What the guy did, he hit just like Jorginho.
Let's see. Let's see.
He jumped. It was... You need to practice a bit more, man.
No, he didn't even jump that much. He didn't jump much. The mistake was not jumping much, but he still missed the goal even though he didn't jump much. Come on, that's not okay, man. That's not okay, man. If I still had it, man. Jumped right, but missed, but no. Jumped wrong and missed the penalty. You can't compare that to Jorginho. Emma Show, that went wrong, man. That went wrong, okay? Look, we have here an important interview with Agostinho Rossi, goalkeeper Agostinho Rossi for Placar magazine. And he talked about Coach Felipe Luis leaving. Nobody liked losing Felipe because he was very well liked by everyone at the club. I had the opportunity to share things with him both as a player and as a coach. But with the arrival of the new coach, obviously, everyone will always be motivated to start a new job from scratch. Everyone has the same chances to play. Each one competes for their spot, and that raises the level of everyone. All of this is so Flamengo can win. Whether it's one or another, we always have to think about winning because we have the great privilege of wearing a Flamengo jersey and we have to represent Flamengo in the best way possible. From what I see, it's a team that remains intense and Jardim still uses many of the tactics Felipe used. I think the biggest difference is often the way of thinking, trying to hurt the opponent as quickly as possible when recovering the ball. But there were also games with Felipe where we scored goals like that too. So there are many things that are similar that need to be adapted. But playing against Flamengo is always different for every team. There's always that extra something. In other words, the teams that face Flamengo are always more motivated. So we know that Flamengo is always the reason everyone wants to beat Flamengo. The guy who plays against Flamengo, he wants to beat Flamengo no matter what. Now it's time for the spectacular news. Ordinary Flamengo fans are going back to Maracanã. The fans are going back to the stadium. That fan who couldn't go to the game because the ticket was too expensive, he'll be able to go back. We asked for affordable prices, and obviously sometimes the price is still a bit high. But man, even for tickets costing 30 reais, for example, the fan will be able to pay in up to 3 installments on their credit card. So, but I don't have a card. Man, nowadays with any digital bank, you can get a card with a small limit of 250, 350. No matter how small, no matter how low the limit you get, you'll be able to split it up and pay for the game in installments. Man, for example, in these 2 months, I want to go to a Flamengo game. You plan ahead. Man, I think this is really important for the fan to understand that he can do it, because often the regular fan, the common people who are really far from the stadium, he wants to go to Maracanã, but he doesn't want to go alone. He wants to take his son, he wants to take his family, and then the cost already becomes a burden. If he can choose a game every 2 or 3 months and pay in 3 installments, man, that's a fantastic move by Flamengo. So at Flamengo's debut in the Copa do Brasil against Vitória this Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. at Maracanã, Flamengo fans can pay for their tickets in up to 3 installments with a credit card. Sales made exclusively through ingressosflamengo.com.br, the club's official channel. Prices start at 30 reais. It's the fifth stage of the Copa do Brasil, okay? So this news is really important, okay? I think, man, anything that makes it easier for the less privileged fans to go to the stadium, I applaud it. I applaud it. We really need that. I invite you to follow, like, and share on all platforms. On YouTube, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and like the video. Thanks for your company. Greetings to the Flamengo faithful. This is Flamengo. Thanks.